Okay, hi there. So this video we're going to have a quick look at once we've put all of our information in for a trade. So here we are. This is the trade we've entered. We put in our screenshot, a little bit of info, what strategy it was about. Oh, this has all gone a bit kooky. So and then all of the parameters. So we've done it. Stop loss. Risk, account balance, blah blah blah, spits out all the great stuff at the bottom. Now there are two tick boxes at the end of this trade. One is to close the trade, but the one before that is trade not taken. Now that sounds like a ridiculous box, but it is vitally important, and let me explain why. When we test a strategy, we do all our back testing, we go through all of the trade setups and we take them all. Every one of them that falls within our parameters, our trading hours, our setup rules, we take them all, and that is what gives us the results that go to make up our strategies. Now, sadly, life doesn't work quite like that. So unless you've either got a system, an automated system that trades regardless of what life throws at you, or you have a team of people trading for you, probably there are going to be occasions where perfect setups that fill all your criteria within the right hours, the right place, right time, right, come along, and for whatever reason you're not able to take it. If that happens, you must put them in here in your diary as if you took them. It is a trade setup for that strategy and it was valid, so it needs to go in here. You just tick the trade not taken box. What that then does is it brings up this small box which asks for a reason. Why didn't you take it? There are some generic reasons here. Nighttime setup. It was a perfect setup, but it was at night. And if you've run automated testing, for example, on your back test that didn't involve specific time restrictions, so it would have included all of the setups, day, night, whatever part of the world you're in. If it was a nighttime setup, you highlight nighttime setup. Over time, this will tell you whether actually all the profitable trades are at night. Away from screens with family, away from screens with work, holiday, fear of loss, previous trading results. Is that why you missed it? You saw it, but you didn't take it because of previous trading results. Didn't take it because you were worried about losing. Strategies record. So you didn't take it because this strategy has been underperforming or you're worried about it. You didn't take it because of news, either news that you knew was coming out, so you didn't take it because you felt that was outside the parameters of your strategy, or news you'd heard that the market was going to go up, you'd heard that the yen was going to strengthen, you'd heard that the economic performance was going down. And finally, advice. Did somebody tell you, oh God, dear, yeah, everyone's selling euro, everyone's going to be selling the euro. Whatever you do, don't buy euro. They're worthless. They're this, they're that. But select one of these. So we'll select that. And this is an important part of managing you, your psychology, and your strategy. And we'll look at that later when we look at how we interpret the information that this trading platform, that the Trader Journal gives us. But it's vitally important that you fill that in properly. Now, when you fill that in, you still need to close the trade because it is important to see how that trade would have played out because it is part of your backtesting. So it needs to be included in order to compare whether your strategy is performing in lines with expectations. Even if you personally are performing a bit below par, you need to know if your strategy is in line with the market. So you must close the trade. So regardless of whether this is ticked or not, close the trade, tick, trade is closed, box. Come down, asks you for some information. Trade successful. Now, I mentioned in one of the earlier videos, this is not about making money. A successful trade is one where you follow your plan, your strategy, exactly. You don't make any mistakes, you don't change any of the rules, you don't move your stop loss, you don't take profits early, You don't get scared. You don't take it off because it's a Friday. You stick to the rules that you have set for that strategy and that you have tested. If you don't, do not tick this box. If you do, tick away. So, profit and loss. Well, as we saw earlier on our chart, where is it? It's somewhere in here. There she is. So you can see that spectacularly this has hit the stop loss. So there's no second guessing what happened there. So the profit and loss. So we come up to here, it's hit the stop loss. So the maximum risk was 85.5. So we have lost £85.50. Profit and loss. Now we need to put in a minus because it's a loss. Trade execution, hit take profit or stop loss, manually cancelled, or move take profit. So in this case it hit take profit or stop loss. Manually cancelled is just when, for whatever reason, it hit a level, it went up and came back, it was losing too much, it was winning too much, but you have just gone in and manually said, right, enough's enough, I'm pulling that trade. Moved take profit or stop loss means it's hit either your stop loss or your take profit, but you've changed your take profit or stop loss. That might be a trailing stop. It gets to a certain level and you move your stop loss, or it might be you got a bit scared, or it nearly hit your take profit, so you moved it a bit closer and then it hit it. Whatever it is, but hit take profit or stop loss means it hit your initial take profit or stop loss, which it did. Close time didn't take a huge amount of time. This one, let's say probably about 1985, something like that. Closed date, it was closed on the same day as it was opened because it was that bad. And last but certainly not least, psychology. Now this is another really important area to help assess your personal performance. This is where, and we can add to this list, so if people have suggestions, please let me know. This is where you say, how did it go from my point of view? We've already said that we didn't move the take profit or stop loss. We lost money, but the trade was successful. So in this case, we complied with the plan. Doesn't matter whether it worked or not, doesn't matter whether you made money or not, we stuck to our plan completely. If one of these was different, if the trade wasn't successful, if we'd moved to take profit and stop loss, and that wasn't part of the strategy we'd tested, then we might want to look at, did we manually exit due to fear of losing? So we were up, but we pulled it because we'd already made £100, even though it says up here, profit should have been 231. We've made 100. We got a bit nervous. We thought, well, 100's more than 85.50, so I'll just take the 100. So did we do that? We need to mark it on here. We need to monitor these things. Greed over profit. So did we lock in profits really early because we wanted to keep those profits at all costs, or greed? Did we keep moving our take profit further and further away? It got to the 200 mark maybe, and we thought, oh, this is easily going to 300. So we moved it to 300, and it was approaching 300. Oh, I reckon I can get another 50 out of. So what did we do and why? So we select one of those. Done. Click and create. It's done. There's our strategy with chart. When we placed it, that would be the chart. All the information we could possibly need, including the results and what happened, etc. And along the top here, we've got some options: update, delete, add new trade. So that's very quickly how we might close a trade and how we go about selecting a non-trade. But please bear in mind, as I said, all of this information is vitally important to assessing these trades and your performance in terms of trading. So don't skip it because you didn't take it. Do your homework, go back. You might not have taken it, but see it, go back, input it into this system, because it will all count. If we go towards our dashboard, you should be able to see, here's our latest strategy that I've added, total trades taken and won and lost and whatever. And then on the bottom here, our equity, this very bottom line is this particular strategy. You can see that it's gone straight down into negative 85.5, but nevertheless, it's on there, and we will another day go through exactly how this starts to educate us about how we trade.